name is Jaewon. I'm a 28-year-old Korean American, and I, within the last year and a half or so, survived a brain tumor, and I still have a brain tumor. I had issues with my hearing about 2 years before I was diagnosed for my meningioma, and I went to go see a cash doctor in Koreatown, who was a friend of the family, and I was diagnosed at the time to not have anything really wrong with me, but we didn't really take an MRI or anything at the time, so maybe I could have been diagnosed earlier, but I mean that's really hard to say because who would think that a normally healthy 25-year-old would have brain tumor? That's just ridiculous. So.
Cancer is the second leading cause of death for Americans as a whole, but is the leading cause of death among Asian Americans since 1980. It is important that the holistic factors that contribute to the rising prevalence of cancer among Asian Americans in Los Angeles are recognized. The Asian American population in Los Angeles County consists of 23.8% Chinese, 24% Filipino, 12.3% Japanese, 11.8% Asian Indian, 11.6% Korean, and 8.9% Vietnamese. However, data rarely disaggregates the different subgroups of the API community, despite the fact that all the groups differ in language and culture. These cultural differences influence lifestyle and environmental factors such as diet and tobacco use, which in turn significantly affect cancer incidence and survival. If you've had Asian American patients, what cancers are they diagnosed with?
Well, again, breast cancer is still the most common one. Colorectal cancer.
Okay.
Lung cancer, of course. A lot of Asian smoke, either current smoker or ex-smoker in the past.
They're female, but for males, for Asian Americans, what is usually
the most common one? Lung.
Okay.
Colon rectal cancer.
Okay. So do you feel like, on average, you see more female or more male patients for Asian Americans?
I would say it's half and a half.
Okay. In LA County during 2004 to 2008, prostate and lung cancer were the most prevalent in Asian American men, while Asian American women had the highest incidence of breast and colon cancer. Indeed, these results are puzzling, and the question we must all ask ourselves is, why?
So when we come here, just want to make money. Want to support the family, support children to have education. So we can buy the house, can get car. So we not really think health is very important. Money, make money doing business, and people open a restaurant, something, they think that is more important than anything. So they don't buy the insurance because health insurance is very expensive. And we don't go to see doctor oftenly because it's very expensive too. And I think that's the most reason why delay the treatments, and people, when they had breast cancer, always like a last stage. It's kind of very sad. Second, I think because we don't have much knowledge about health, how to eat, how to support the whole family, about the health way. Like example, even Chinese food, it's maybe better than the Western food, but like vegetables, we always cooked with oil, salt, or soy sauce, and so it's lost, most important parts. So it's not really good for the body.
Societal factors such as diet contribute to the incidence of these types of cancer. The typical American diet is high in fat and sugar and low in fruits and fiber. The westernized version of Asian food is significantly distorted from the traditional menu. Typically, Asian American foods are now all fried and cooked with MSG and salty sauces.
Exercise is not typically pushed by Asian American mothers, as some believe it will hurt their children, or it's not necessary, or they just don't have enough time. Lack of exercise and a healthy diet both contribute to obesity, which is a gateway to many diseases including cancer, in which many types are fat dependent and can stimulate tumor growth.
Besides diet, environmental factors greatly contribute to the high incidence of lung cancer, which is the leading cause of preventable death for Asian Americans, specifically Laotians, Chinese, and Koreans. Asian American women are now at high risk for extreme environmental tobacco smoke exposure, both first and secondhand. This can be explained by the fact that Asian American girls grow up under marketing ploys that project images of thin, beautiful women smokers as American cultural ideals. In addition, Asian American girls have the highest rates of depression and have double the prevalence of risky behaviors because they are more likely to turn to drinking or smoking for relief.
All of the societal and environmental factors mentioned previously are dependent on socioeconomic status. Of the Southeast Asian Americans, 63% of Hmong Americans live below the poverty line and reside in areas of Los Angeles that are considered high in need of community intervention and education.
Theoretically speaking, if I didn't have insurance but I needed medical care, it would have been feasible for me to get my surgery done in Korea, only because my family is familiar with the Korean medical system, and as my father's a doctor, there's a network of providers that I could have tapped into, and I would have been comfortable with the quality of care that I would have received in Korea, and it would have been much cheaper than trying to pay cash at an organization like USC or UCLA.
At the clinic where we conducted our doctor interview, this was posted as their payment policy.
I think that's another problem. The third problem, I think it's languages, because we not speak English very well, so we free about go to the hospital or see the Western doctor, because we free about talking with the doctor who speak English. So that's another bad things cause us have the breast cancer or any other sickness. By my experience, just when I had breast cancer, I went to the City of Hope. Most of the doctors are very kind and nice, but I have a problem with talk to them. I'm very hard to understand what they told me, and so sometimes I'm afraid about go to the hospital too to talk to the doctor. So when the woman sometimes they had a problem, feel uncomfortable or feel sick, they like go to see a Chinese doctor or more older doctor. And even they just go to see the Chinese herb doctor. Chinese herb doctor, then have some Chinese herb, and then they think they don't have to go to the hospital, use in English, and also can save the money.
They don't realize just like the basic health needs, and they just need like a little translational services to I guess to bridge that gap between them.
Screening rates are generally low amongst Asian Americans. Many Asian American women, Koreans in particular, rarely go in for their annual mammograms because they're afraid of discomfort or they have a lack of information about the benefits of preventative screening.
유방에 뭔가 만져지는 걸 느꼈어요, 장면에. 그래서 병원에 가서 진찰하고 병원 예약을 했는데 병원 예약이 너무 늦었어요. 한 달, 거의 2달 후에 예약이 잡혔더라고요. 근데 이제 암 환자는 평소에 아무 데서나 만날 수가 있는 게 아니고 또 말을 하지 않으면 모르는 거기 때문에 그 수술하고 치료하는 과정에서 굉장히 알고 싶은 것도 많고 어려움도 많고 그래서 어디에서 도움을 받을 수 있는 데가 없을까 하고 알아봤더니 이런 그룹이 있더라고요. 그래서 제가 처음에는 도움을 많이 받으려고 왔는데 와보니까 서로가 도움을 주고받는 그런 그룹인 것 같아요. 그래서 지금
For others, cultural values discourage Asian Americans from screening because of fear of a bad diagnosis and having their community hear about it.
I have a sister who is a manicurist also, and she has many lumps on her breast, but she was scared, to go to see the doctor because she's scared to be diagnosed that she had breast cancer. That's why she refused to see the doctor.
My name is Danby, and I am a program director for APHC, which is Asian Pacific Health Corps, and we're a student organization on campus that provides free health screenings and resources to hopefully raise awareness about health in the Asian Pacific Islander community. Members go out to different sites around the Los Angeles area, and these sites are mostly they mostly consist of people who are low income or have no insurance. And basically we bring out these screenings. We bring out BMI screenings, body mass index screenings, and blood pressure screenings. And we do them for free. And basically our members are trained to do these screenings. So they screen these members of in the community. And a lot of them are actually older as well. And a lot of the people, they don't speak English fluently. And so a lot of our students can translate the results to them, so it's very beneficial for them. We also provide health resources, different clinics that are around the area for them to go to after we provide the screenings for them. We basically had two programs that we implemented a few years back, and we're still working on it. One of them is the fecal to occult blood test, and basically it tests for blood in the feces, which can be a risk for colorectal cancer. So we have, we're providing that screening to the community. And another screening that we provide is the carbon monoxide screening, and that tests for the levels of carbon monoxide in your body. And it indicates, if you have a high carbon monoxide level, it indicates that you have a risk of developing lung cancer. So those are the two screenings that we're working with to sort of raise more awareness about the cancers that afflict the Asian Pacific Islander community.
With this information, we now ask ourselves, what can we do to help lower the prevalence of cancer? In order for changes within our community and society to occur, us students need to be the paradigm of change.
Not only do we need to be educators in our homes, but it is important to be advocates in our communities. There is no better person to reach out to the AAPI communities than you. Many of you play an important role as you understand the issues at home and have the language capabilities of relaying the message to your local political figures.
Now you can inform hospitals on how they are required by law to provide interpreter services or remind your friends to stay away from unhealthy habits to live a longer life.